Hey there guys, Fave here, and today let's talk about some admins. Now, a lot of people's dream in life is to become an admin on Roblox and be able to get people banned forever. At least that's what I would want to do. You know, you catch someone scamming a kid and I'm like, be banished, you fool. And today, I'm representing my girl Marina. Anyway, but look, let me tell y'all something. So, before we talk about any admins, let's do today's challenge. So, today's challenge is, if you've ever turned on a light before, smash that like button. And with that being said, let's talk about the richest admins. In fact, we're going to talk about the top 5 richest Roblox admins. So what do I mean by richest admins? Does that mean they have the most amount of Robux? Does that mean that they have a lot of money in real life? No, it doesn't mean any of that. In fact, when I say the richest Roblox admins, I truly mean the admins that have the most value in Robux worth of limited items. So, what is value if you don't know? Well, when you trade, the value of your limited is not the recent average price. In fact, it's an arbitrary number determined by what it trades for relative to other items. So for example, some of those valuable items include things like the Dominus Imperius, the Dominus Frigidus, and other really expensive stuff you can see here. And as you can see by their values, they're much different than their wraps, which is their price that they sell for Robux throughout history, basically, recent average price. But without further ado, let's go ahead and begin the list. So, number 5. So, coming in at number 5, we actually have one of the oldest admins to ever exist. And when I say oldest, I mean he's been an admin for a long time. MattDucek. First of all, he has a space in his name, which is legendary. I get messages every day saying, Fave, look, I found an account with the space in it. Do a video about it. And I've done videos about spaced names. I don't know. I guess nobody saw it, but it's all good. So MattDucek was one of the first admins to ever work for Roblox, coming all the way from 2006. And you can see him with his Ducecar on. Ducecar? Yeah, they made this hat after him. Quick fun fact. Now, if we go ahead and jump into how much Robux this legendary man is worth, well, in fact, he has 8 million Robux worth of limited items. Most importantly, he has the bling necklace, which it says it's worth 3 million Robux here, but in fact it's worth a lot more than that. It hasn't been traded in many years, and it's basically unobtainable. Even Linkmon doesn't have one. He has the Telemon's hair, the red domino crown, and a bunch of other really expensive rare stuff that he's built up over the years. Because when you're on Roblox for a long time and you've had a lot of clout for a while, it's not that hard to just build up a large inventory of a bunch of items. So, MattDucek, that's pretty lit. You have all these items. I wish I was rich like you. So, you know, nice going, Matt. Number 4. MajorTom 4321. So, this female Roblox admin was known in the past to give out items as rewards to users for reporting bugs. She doesn't do this anymore, but as a result, maybe or maybe not, she has amassed quite a bit of limiteds over the years. So right now her inventory is private, but if we look at her inventory as of January 6, 2019, she was worth 13 million Robux. So what did she have at this time in history? Well, if you take a look here, a Dominus Frigidus, a Midnight Blue Sparkle Time Fedora, a bunch of other really expensive stuff, but most importantly is the Dominus Frigidus. So the Dominus Frigidus is worth 18 million Robux, and she happens to own serial number 2 of it. As far as I know, she still owns this to this day. I mean, we can't totally confirm it, but why would she trade it away, right? She's an admin. Admins aren't really allowed to trade. I mean, they can, but it's kind of like frowned upon. Everyone hates that. So, MajorTom 4321, she's really rich, okay? And that's really cool. You see the administrator badge right there on her profile. She's rocking it. And, like, she's a rich admin, but she's only the 4th richest admin because there's more people to look at on this list. Which means we have to move on to number 3. GurlControl 2. So I don't know what happened to the first GurlControl, or why this is a sequel. Well, she's kind of an unknown admin, but she probably does some good work for Roblox behind the scenes, and she's friends with the last admin, MajorTom. So, you know, if we look at her inventory here, she is loaded once again with Sparkle Time Fedoras and Domino Crowns and Dominuses. Like, this is really insane that she has all these items. So, you know, imagine being a rich admin who's been here for a while. It's pretty impressive to just think about. She actually has owned these items for a really long time. So if you look here, it says she's owned these items for years. So she's just been sitting on all this stuff as the value of it went up over the years. And with her being worth 16 million Robux, this is pretty impressive to see. I mean, you know, I still don't know what happened to the first GurlControl. GurlControl 2 clearly appears to be the one who's winning with all these limiteds stacking up to make all this Robux. I wish I could be as rich as this admin. But of course he's not the richest admin. We have 2 more to cover. So who is richer? Well, number 2. Merely. Now, Merely was once the richest person on Roblox. At one point in history, Merely owned every single limited on Roblox. Nowadays, if you go on Merely's profile, you can see him wearing the domino crown, looking all happy, smiling, promoting his game Laser Dodgeball. And Merely's been around for a while. Now, I have a lot of conspiracy theories regarding Merely, about how he's an alt of Serenok, the creator of Catalog Heaven, and how they claim that they're twins and every video and photo of them is edited, but that's just my conspiracy theory that they're actually the same person. I was around back then when Merely created his account, and I remember him coming to the forum saying, "Hey, I'm an alt of Serenok, I'm going to collect every limited on Roblox." But all of a sudden they became twins and Merely is the admin. Now Merely is actually the reason we have the outfit save feature on Roblox, which is by far my favorite feature. I spend more time making outfits than playing games on Roblox, so I really love fashion. But if you look at Merely's inventory here, he's not as rich as he once was, but he has quite the legendary items. He has Cleos, he has 2 tablets, he has Domino Crown, he has Eccentric Shop Teacher, my dream item, the rarest limited on Roblox, and of course my favorite part of his whole inventory is the Magna Spectro Inspectors, aka Mags, aka the Fave glasses. That's right, I've been so proud of these lately. These sold for 600,000 Robux and then 550,000 Robux, way above its value, and I've just been stacking up that coin just sitting on my mags, bro. I mean, I look so nice wearing it, just look at me. But this video isn't about me, this is about the richest admins, and we're talking about Merely right now, who is currently valued at 36 million Robux. And you have to put into note that a lot of his items are undervalued, and his value just doesn't stop here at his account Merely. In fact, let me introduce you to an item called Dark Assassin. Now this is an incredibly rare item with basically no owners, and it came out during the infamous April 1st incident. Now the only owners are admin. If you go to all copies, you can see that the other owners are alts of Merely. Merely Dark Assassin 4, Merely Dark Assassin 6, and he basically collected all of them and put them all on alts, and they sit there to this day, and each one is worth 1.3 million Robux. You can do the math for yourself. This adds up to be a lot of Robux. Merely is worth way over 50 million Robux, and that's a goal of mine. I would love to be worth over 50 million Robux. Merely is one rich boy. Now he also has come under controversy in the past as to how he got so rich, because before the trade system existed, you had to sell items for 1 Robux to your fellow Robloxians to trade, and he allegedly would snipe these trades from people to collect his limited. But basically, Merely is super rich, and before we get to number 1, we have to mention, of course, the elephant in the room, which is Shedletsky. Now, Shedletsky is technically not an admin anymore. I'm only including people in this video that have the administrator badge. So while Shedletsky is by far the richest Robloxian, okay, because him and his alts add up to way over 200 million Robux, Son of Sevenless, Earl Grey, and a bunch of more accounts add up to be a lot of Robux. We can't include him in this video because technically he is not a Roblox admin anymore. He is just someone who has a lot of limiteds and has a lot of power over at Roblox, but we can't truly call him an admin. But he would be number 1 if he was an admin to this day. So who is the richest admin on Roblox? I mean, I already covered Merely, I told you I can't include Shedletsky, so who is richer than Merely and is an admin? Well, it all goes back to the man, the myth, the legend. Number 1. The richest admin on Roblox is StickMasterLuke. Now, StickMasterLuke has been on Roblox since 2007, which gives him a lot of time to build up a large inventory of a lot of limiteds. He's always been famous, he's always been a game dev, and he's always been rich. So he's always been able to afford limiteds as they come out, and he just sits on them. He doesn't even trade, he just buys the limiteds as they come out, lets them gain value over the years, and he just gets really, really rich just by sitting around with all of his limiteds. Now, he currently has 131 million Robux worth of limiteds, making him the 3rd richest user on Roblox behind Linkmon and Shedletsky. And he has every expensive item you can think of. I mean, just look at all this stuff. I don't even gotta speak, you can just look. This is incredible. Like, I would kill to have one of these items, and he has all of these items. And so, as you can see, he's owned all of these items for years and years. He just sits on them and watches them gain value. He watches his money pile up. Like, if you look at his graph, his value has doubled over the last 3 years, and he hasn't really gotten anything new. It's just these items have gone up in value. It's kind of crazy when you really think about it. But while StickMasterLuke is the richest Roblox admin and truly has an incredible inventory, that's where I gotta leave it at today, okay? These were the top 5 richest Roblox admins. Let me know what you think down below. What is your dream item? Do you have one? If you could be super rich, what would you buy on Roblox? Let me know what you think down below. Make sure you smash that like button. Follow me on Twitter, Fave. Subscribe and hit the bell to Fave and Fave too. Follow me on Twitter, Fave. Oh, I already said that. Join my Discord server, discord.g/Fave. Join my fan club on Roblox. And it's your boy Fave, and I am out.